Hello! Welcome to
Tea!
Thursday. Coffee every time.
Your t-shirt doesn't say coffee. Can you read it?
Oh. Yes. But there's a big question mark at the end. And yours, yes it is.
Tea?
Yes it is.
What?
Tea?
Oh.
She's got a wound.
Yeah. It was a planned wound, not an accidental wound.
And I had no part in it, just to say.
Might have a black eye tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Do you want to tell people what happened?
I had a little weird bit biopsied last August, long time ago, that showed it was another BCC.
Basal cell carcinoma.
Yay. And so I've waited until now to have the stuff around it removed to get rid of it. Third one. It's my third one. But they rang me last week and said, oh, come in. And I was a little bit, to the hospital. But the hospital was so quiet. The car park was empty. There was no one in the corridors, no one in the waiting room. So there was no one there. And dermatology apparently have cancelled all their routine appointments, but they're only open for emergencies and skin cancer. So there you go. So it was really sore this afternoon, but it's a bit better now.
Great. Yeah, so we went to the hospital this morning.
Yeah, Zach and I took Will for a walk early. Went to the hospital, came back, had lunch, tried to do some work, but my head hurt too much.
I had an early morning business networking meeting on Zoom, so I've been in front of the computer a lot again today. And then I got some really cool postcards that I've had printed for our youth cafes, so that our youth cafe leaders across the city can send them out to young people to let them know they're thinking of them, and so I thought that'd be good. So I actually I went out for a drive.
And I went too. And I think you haven't done any work in the car since the schools broke up, really.
Well, today's the first time I've been in the car since last weekend.
Yeah, so I think to do 3 drop-offs is completely understandable.
I might just send some out to friends and family anyway, because I think they're quite cool. So if we like you, keep an eye on the post.
Oh no, don't say that, because the pressure, and then we won't do it and people think we don't like them. We probably won't get around to doing it, but we like you. Right, have we got any questions?
But if we get one, then we like you extra special.
Any questions?
Yes, we had a few.
Oh.
So can you remember what the category was yesterday?
World's
worst.
Worst. Okay,
now,
go.
some people didn't understand the question. Mainly your dad. Apparently, the answer to the joke that wasn't a joke was lentils. So Esau gave Jacob, or was it the other way around? Gave lentils.
Soup.
Which is a kind of soup, apparently.
Potty.
So like a stew. So it wasn't a joke. It was just a question. The answer was soup. Ironically. So Trevor, your dad, asked another question today, but it wasn't even a question this time. Your dad just said, the worst thing Lara ever did was make me a cheese and pickle sandwich just to make me cringe.
So when it was just Dad and I, when he lived in a flat, I must have been 4 or 5, I loved cheese and pickle sandwiches.
You just love cheese.
Yeah, I do. It's a reoccurring theme. And Dad hates pickle, but he, bless him, he bought me pickle, and then I would quite like to say, I'd like a cheese and pickle sandwich, please, and he would do it like that. Spread the cheese and the pickle like that, but he still did it for me.
Lovely man. It's a great story, but Trevor, that isn't a question for us, is it? That's you answering our question. So try again. People didn't get the idea today. I think the problem is that we ask people to comment on YouTube, and people don't understand that the comments are at the bottom on YouTube. So here's a question.
Okay.
And it's from Jackie in Rugby. Hi Jackie. And the question is this: how do you comment on YouTube?
I don't know.
Go to the bottom of the page and there are comments there, but you have to scroll through all the other videos you might want to look at, and then at the bottom, and you've got to be signed in as well.
Maybe you need to write a tutorial.
I just explained it then. So yeah, do leave comments on the bottom of the YouTube channel video. That would be really handy, so we know where they all are. We have one from Lisa in Coventry.
Love Lisa.
And her question is, who can balance a spoon on their nose for the longest?
Let's go.
Now this isn't...
Oh, a big spoon.
This isn't a question about world's worst, is it? I guess.
Still try it.
Who's the worst at this game? You'll wipe it with your thumb, apparently.
Are you ready? You've probably pre-practiced. Oh, there's no way. That's way too heavy.
I was born ready.
It's way too heavy. It's not going to do it. Oh, that's the Marmite one from last night.
Yes! Oh, I so hoped you would pick that spoon instead.
That's been on the table for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I can't do it with a dessert spoon. Tablespoon, dessert spoon.
No, these spoons.
We'll get a teaspoon tomorrow, Lisa.
Okay, anyway, so I win that just because I managed to get Lara to put Marmite all over her nose. Brilliant. So, we don't know is the simple answer because we picked the wrong utensils.
That was you. You picked the wrong utensils.
Who's the worst? Both of us. No, one more.
Go on.
Last one. And this is from Barry
Barry's
in the
real.
Wire Forest.
Hi, Barry.
What do you mean real? He's suggesting Lisa isn't real.
No, Lisa is definitely real.
And Barry says, what is the world's worst name to call your child?
Oh. It'd have to be a real name. Like, couldn't be Flibbity Gibbity.
Well, no.
Princess.
Yeah. Or Chardonnay.
Princess. My worst boy's name.
So I could go crazy and go like Methuselah. I think that'd be a pretty terrible name. But in all fairness, Barry, just saying, I don't think I'd ever call my child Barry. Like, it's just not a name that you'd think to call a child.
But Barry's mum's lovely. Well, I've never met her, but I've heard she's lovely.
She's lovely. What's that got to do with anything? We all make bad choices.
You're insulting her.
I'm just saying, actually, it's Barrington anyway.
Barrington.
It is.
Not.
It is.
Sounds like a brass instrument.
He's got his really long name, Barrington something the third. Really?
Okay.
So, yeah, Barry, you're a really good friend and I love you to pieces. But probably Barry is not a name that I would choose for a child of mine. It's probably not the worst name. Methuselah is worse, but there you go. So, thanks for asking that awkward question.
What haven't we done? Best bit of your day?
Best bit of my day was probably, weirdly, sitting in the car while you had surgery. Because two things happened. One, I sat there doing more work on my computer, but it was somewhere different.
True.
And secondly, a guy, basically, while I was sitting there doing some work, just drove his car straight into the back of our car, or rather into our tow bar. Just sat there in his car, didn't even realise he'd done it, I think, but I only realised because the whole car literally jolted forward. And then just kind of stopped, got out and shook his head at me as he walked past. I'm like, what a weird experience. But yeah, just doing exactly what I've been doing all week, but just somewhere different was really nice.
My best bit was probably after the operation because I get really wound up beforehand, whereas I know I don't need to get worried before, but I always get worried before. So when it was after, I was like,
that made me feel sick.
Excuse me.
What is the worst dream you've ever had?
When I was about 2 or 3, I remember waking up in the night and there was something really heavy on my bed because I moved my feet and I thought it was a monster. So I screamed my head off and my mum came running in and I said, there's a monster on my bed, there's a monster on my bed. So it's not quite a dream, but kind of like a dream. And she said, it's okay. And she got the monster and threw it out the window. And I was fine then.
What was the monster? Was it your family cat?
No, I never know. I don't know. I think it was like my dressing gown or something.
I want to know what it was. Janice, you know what to do.
Was it?
Have you got a positive thing about me?
Positive for you, for me. Positive that you are always very happy to come to the hospital with me. You stayed in the car, but that was a joint decision today. But you never go, oh, you just always come with me. And I think you like to come with me.
Because it was a change.
Great.
So I realised again this afternoon that when we do that thing of, we need to buy milk, and so we go out and I go into the shop to buy the milk, when I come back with bags and bags of crisps and ice cream and chocolate bars and all kinds of other things, you just go, okay.
Yeah, I said, can you go get 4 pints of milk, 4 pints of milk, 2 tubs of Ben & Jerry's, 2 packet of crisps, 2 big multi-packs of crisps, a Frey Bentos pie and 4 double-deckers. Perfect.
Well, it is.
It's fine.
It is. So there you go.
We will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful whatever you're doing right now, and whatever you will be doing until we see you next.
Bye.
Arrivederci. pull this.
You're so immature!